on American Idol, but you don't have to throw that out there just because I don't want to always be the kid on American Idol.
Right. Yeah, I know. I was trying to see if you're on IMDb because what I do is I put the show up there and I was seeing if
Oh, it's awesome.
How was that experience on American Idol?
It was pretty cool. It was very helpful. It did a good/bad thing where it gave me a fan bases, like a relatively large fan bases.
Yeah.
But very evenly spread across America. So like in the sense that I can't do a big show.
Oh, right.
But I can go anywhere and have people come.
Yeah.
But I can't do a super huge show. I have places where I have more of a following, which is my hometown, Dallas, like the DFW area, and I can do pretty good there. Then California.
Gotcha.
And then weirdly Arizona.
Huh. Okay.
I only stopped there because it was on the way from Texas
that makes sense.
to do a show, and did pretty good.
Well, there you go. Fantastic. I think it's interesting, especially in today's world where, back in the 90s, you could sample all over the place. And you could get away with it. But now it's so much harder
what's
without...
the Vanilla Ice song?
Oh,
Dum 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 da da
right.
dum dum.
Under
you seen the
pressure.
video where he's like, where Vanilla Ice is like, see, there's goes dum. Wait, it goes dum 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 da da dum dum. And then he goes, but you see, my song goes da dum 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 da da dum. And it's like, I don't know what the difference is, Vanilla Ice. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, that guy cracks me up. He was considered cool at one time, believe it or not.
I don't know. I still think he's pretty cool.
He's cool in that he doesn't try to be cool anymore.
Yeah.
I think he like accepts it.
Yeah, he's not off hunting aliens like Tom DeLonge.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Have you seen his Instagram? Oh shoot.
No.
I follow Tom DeLonge on Instagram. He's like, met with these guys today about aliens. I mean, there probably are, but I feel like if there were aliens, I don't feel like they would, like, it feels like they generally see the dumbest people. They meet the dumbest people. Right?
Right.
I feel like that's a thing.
Yeah, now with all our phones and stuff, we get less sightings. And you think we'd have more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go figure. They're actually in the turn of the century, I think late 1800s, early 1900s, there was the fairies. People had fairy abductions and fake fairy photos and stuff like that. So, I mean, people attribute it to that, too. So, but there's some that, like,
Now you're just like, whoa, hold up now. That was crazy.
Well, there are some stories, like Benny Hill, not Benny Hill, but there's a couple back in the 50s, and their story is, like, eerie. Like, it's really creepy.
Oh, yeah, there's some of those ones that get you.
Yeah. I love that, but I don't spend my life trying to figure it out.
I'm not gonna look for it. When music stops working out, I'm not gonna go look for aliens. Yeah, see, your generation, my brother and sister say this. Like, you guys got lucky. You're young enough to have technology and be able to use it, as opposed to the parents who type with one finger.
Right.
But you're old enough to not have all the embarrassing things on there when you were in middle school.
Right. How did you navigate high school with all that stuff?
It was fine. I'm not an idiot.
Okay.
I think that's the best way to say it.
So we attribute that to your parents, at least.
Probably that, and just like, I mean, I did say some stupid I made some stupid Facebook posts, and Time Hop brings them up, and they're so stupid. Not embarrassing. They're just humorous to me.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be embarrassed by it, and also I think if anybody ever saw it, because there's nothing that's like rude or like, it's just Trevor is an idiot. Or like, wow, 13-year-old Trevor.
Now, I would imagine, having older siblings helped a bit, too.
Yeah, they're also helped me get into music, because they...
oh, wow.
They did music when they were kids. So I watched them doing music. And I was like, oh, music's a normal thing. So everybody else, people get nervous on stage, but I was just like, everybody goes on stage, right? So I'm just going to go on stage, too. Because we all took music lessons from Valerie's Music Studio. And I hope that was the name. Pretty sure that's the name. Valerie was the person who ran it. And she taught me violin. But then I learned violin. Wow. Yeah, violin is how I started.
Interesting.
I started out on violin.
Yeah.
And then I went to, and then I added drums.
Wow.
And then guitar. But I gave up on guitar because it hurt.
Oh.
And it's hard. Guitar is hard to first pick it up because it's not as linear. Like there's piano, and there's more strings in the violin, and I can't just hit it like I can, which I do now. I do kind of hit my guitar when I play. But yeah, so I quit the guitar. I was like, if I want to pick up girls, I can pick it up with the piano and the violin.
Yeah.
Right?
Coldplay.
Those are sexy instruments. That's how I'll get my chicks.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I eventually picked it back up, And then I don't play everything else any as much anymore. I could play violin if you needed me to, but you probably don't want me to.
I mean, I'm all for it.
I don't think anyone would want me to play violin for them. I don't think it would be in anybody's best
Well, for
interest.
comical reasons.
Maybe for comical reasons.
Yeah.
I can play the world's smallest
Well,
violin.
there you go. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thanks. I've been
Hard work.
practicing.
Yeah. Now, how old were you when you started music?
Violin was like 2, 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was
wow.
pretty young.
I think I always had a hard time trying to pick my nose. You're playing.
Might have been a little bit older, but it was pretty young. My
Yeah.
mom would know better than I would, because I don't remember those things
Right.
very well. So my mom would be a bigger help for that.
Right.
But yeah, and then but I really started doing like, I want to be like a pop artist, musician kid, like 13, 14.
Well, that's a great age to start all that.
And I started doing all the lessons and stuff. Like they have like music studios in Dallas that are kind of big, like
Right.
Septian. I don't know if you've heard of Septian. And then after that, and then I probably started doing music more seriously, as in like all the time,
Right.
like past few years.
Great. Yeah, and you certainly got your channel, you got your Twitter and everything, so you're pretty good. You're touring.
As much as I
Great.
can,
Yeah.
money is
I know.
an issue.
But it all pays off. I mean, that's.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you're having
No.
fun. Which is,
I'm getting paid in fun.
Yeah.
Which is more than any. Who needs water or anything when
Right.
you have fun? Who needs food? I love Spotify. I feel so bad for the artists that aren't on it. It's just because it's just such a great thing.
Are there a lot?
Well, Taylor Swift. I mean, she can do that. But I mean, I don't listen to her stuff because of it. Because I'm not.
Now, is that your main avenue for listening? I'm just curious.
that?
Okay.
And then really no, actually just that.
Just that. Yeah.
And then sometimes YouTube, but YouTube Red costs money, and I'm already paying for.
Right.
Because with YouTube Red, you get YouTube Music. No, but yeah, mainly Spotify. I try to listen to everything. I listen to as much. Only thing I can't really get into is country,
I understand that.
and it's mainly like lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with some rap songs. I love
Right.
rap, but sometimes they just start rapping, and I love the beat. I love where it's going, and then they'll say words. I'm just like, you know what? I don't relate to this, and it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I have that. I have the same feelings.
I don't want to be dissing people because they're all good in their own rights. It just doesn't work for me. And with country, there's just, even though I'm from Texas and from the South, there's just a bit of a barrier. I don't really relate to going mudding and.
So much of modern country is literally just about the lifestyle.
Yeah, and I don't live that lifestyle.
Whereas older country was more like heartache and just living life, and it was more relatable in that
There's
sense.
also some pop country, and I'll listen to that. I can't think of the people's names.
Pop country?
But it's like, it uses more, it has less instrumentation of like country type of stuff, and it's less about that.
Huh.
But it's just more like a country singer voice.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's interesting. I haven't
I can't think of the
come
guy's name.
across that.
But I try to listen and study like the top 40 music a lot too.
So interesting.
as a writer.
You follow pop more.
Yeah,
More.
because like I want to write like that. So I'll listen to like Spotify charts or like what's
Gotcha.
up on Billboard, and so that it influences me when I write. But then sometimes I have guilty pleasure. Like my guilty pleasure music is Tenacious D.
I love that.
That's like I'm depressed. I don't put
Yeah.
on a sad song. I put on. No, sorry, I was about to say one of the names of the song, but it was a bad name. I'll put on Pick a Destiny or something like that.
Yeah. That's great. That's fun. I like Flight of the Conchords for that reason too. And I grew up loving Weird Al, so there's that. you know.
True.
So
True.
and he was my window into the pop world.
Oh, all right.
Because I didn't really listen to pop music, but then I would listen to him and he would parody pop music, and then so inadvertently I ended up
Liking the pop songs.
yeah. I still don't actively listen to pop music, but I can appreciate a good pop song.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I don't listen to. Like I kind of get done with it after a little bit.
And oddly enough, it has less to do with the lyrics and just more the style of singing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of picky on that. Whatever.
No, I get that. Also, like for some things, like I like what the Chainsmokers do, but I just can't listen to them anymore. I don't know if it's because I've listened to them so much because they're so popular now, or if it's just like some of their stuff is very similar, which is good.
Okay.
I skip a lot of the stuff now on the charts. Sometimes it's good for me to leave the charts
Yeah.
and then come back to it after things have changed a little bit. There's new stuff on there. Probably one of my favorite artists, and this is a guy I go back to a lot is Andrew McMahon.
Yeah, you mentioned him when we first met.
He, I just love all of his stuff. He started like back when like my sister was in high school, and my sister's not old, but she's older than I am. And he's been in 3 bands. He's been in his Something Corporate, which is his first band, which is his high school band. People he was in with high school with, so that's cool too. Like an actual successful high school band.
That's crazy.
And then he was in Jack's Mannequin, which is kind of like a solo project, kind of. Mm-hmm. And then now he's in Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness.
Oh.
But his stuff, I love his songwriting. I can't cover a lot of his songs because just keys are so different and they're hard for me to change.
Right.
But I love his stuff a lot. Like when it's like, if you could pick one album to live with, like on a desert island, it would be Everything in Transit.
Wow. High regard. Okay, I'll check it out for sure. Anyway, I hope you pick up a copy at some point.
I'll try.
I know you travel so much, so it's hard to.
Yeah, it's one of the things. Like I can't play video games ever. It was hard to.
Well, the Switch. You gotta get that Switch.
I used to play like on my DS and stuff. Like I'd have a 3DS, and people are like, "Why do you play on the 3DS?" I'm like, "Cause I'm not always in the same place. I can't just hook up my PlayStation." Yeah. Also, I get extremely addicted to video games.
Yep.
So like I have to ban myself from them.
Yeah.
Like my ex-girlfriend several years ago had bought me Pokemon when one of the games came out for my 3DS. I was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. I love you so much." And like I'd play it all the time, and there were literally points when I was playing this game and I was like, do I want to go out with her right now, or do I want to stay home and play Pokemon? So like I literally, it's a problem.
Yeah, I have that same problem.
It's a concern.
I don't have a portable for that reason. I don't have any games on my phone for that very reason.
Women, video games, I don't know.
Yeah. The trick is to find one that likes video games, and then you're set.
Right.
Then you're set. I got lucky. I didn't even know she liked them, and then all of a
And
sudden...
you're like, oh, we should go play. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, but it's very specific ones. She like you can't just give her anything. Like
Okay. She's selective.
She doesn't really do well with 3D, like Super Mario. No, like Mario 64, like Zelda.
I love Mario 64.
But that style where she's better with like new Super Mario Brothers.
When it's just like
when it's linear.
Okay.
Yeah, she can handle that. And to a certain extent, some Lego games, she likes those.
I weirdly loved every single Lego game I played.
They're so much fun.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I allowed to play this? Because it says like 3 to 14, but I am loving it right now.
Did you play Lego Undercover? Did you play that?
No, I played like the movie ones.
Yeah,
like
I did that
Lego
too.
Star Wars, like Lego Batman, Lego Harry Potter, Lego Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is my favorite.
I really want the new one.
Star Wars new?
No, not Star Wars. They have like a Lego universe thing where like there's so many people. It's like what they do. It's like one of those things where you buy the character, then you put it up there.
Right, Dimensions.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and like they have Marty McFly.
Yes.
They have The Simpsons, Doctor Who.
It's expensive.
Oh yeah, But, like it's so many. It's oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If I want it, but I'm not gonna. I don't think it's worth the amount of time I'd have for it and the amount of time I'd be wasting on it by playing it all the time. Probably is not worth it for me. It's probably great and fun, but it'd probably be a negative impact on my life. Probably be another, should I go out with this girl or should I stay home and play Legos?
Oh, decisions. Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
You're at a good point where those are your tough decisions.
Those are probably my biggest decisions of my life. Like the most difficult ones to make.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, what do you got coming up next? You got some singles?
I'm trying to hopefully release some singles leading up to an EP.
Nice.
I have the songs written. I just got to finish getting them recorded. And then shows, but nothing big planned right now. Just like a few local Christmas shows. Because it's getting to a bit of a quiet time.
Right. Yeah.
Christmas and stuff.
Absolutely.
Which, tip for musicians, is a lot of money to be made doing Christmas shows and Christmas music. There's a lot. Because a lot of people don't want Christmas songs, but a lot of places want live Christmas music. I made a lot of money doing that when I was younger.
Well, hopefully we'll see that EP on vinyl.
Oh, I wish.
A little 10-inch.
How much does that cost to get vinyls printed?
It depends. Like, if you have a distributor, if you have someone, like, or even if you just know someone who's a distributor, you can sometimes, like, sneak in something else with an order, and it will help with pricing.
Can you do it on things like CD Baby or TuneCore? Or, like,
I mean, one way to save money is to, like, just get the vinyl pressed somewhere.
Also, a lot of I don't know if my fan bases
I know.
would love vinyls.
Right.
They're more like young kids.
Right. They're just gonna stream it
Yeah.
at that point.
I don't know if they would. I mean,
Yeah.
I would like to get to the point where I have like a large enough or diverse enough fan bases.
Yeah.
Because I like the fan bases I have and they're real nice and loyal. But it'd be cool. Like,
yeah.
for instance, it means a lot when I have a guy come to my show
Right.
who's not there with his girlfriend. Because I'm like, you enjoy my music? Oh, well, I'm not just an attractive guy
Yeah.
playing guitar.
Yeah.
Well, attractive enough guy playing guitar. That it means a lot. Ah, thanks. But yeah.
You never know. No, I
And then
hear what you're
moms like
saying.
me a lot.
I hear what you're saying. No, to have like, yeah, exactly. Because believe it or not, mostly dudes collect vinyl. There are women out there, but it's mostly guys.
I bought one vinyl. I think it was for that same ex, and I don't think she ever really even opened it up or listened to it. It was also it was Ed Sheeran. Because she said
Oh.
she got one for her dad had bought her like one for her.
Like a player?
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
because her family did like a lot of cool music stuff. Like her dad did like sound production for like live production and did stuff like for Eminem and Rihanna and stuff like that. But anyway, Ed Sheeran and like Multiply and Plus album are very meaningful albums to us. I don't think like last time I checked, we don't talk anymore. Last time that came up, I don't think she'd even opened it.
Wow.
But it's like there goes to say,
Right.
I don't think or
No, I hear what
some
you're
people
saying.
my age.
No, it's now a niche. It's a niche thing. It's not. I mean,
If I had fans show interest, because I think it's cool. I
Right.
think it's cool, and like, the sound is great. Also, found a really cool science experiment on vinyls where there was this thing where somebody had a piece of plastic, because the thing that has never ever made sense to me. I understand how like sound waves work. Mm-hmm. I never understood. I still don't understand, even though I've looked into it, how things pick up sound, and how microphones can record a sound digitally and store it, and how it can play it. I see the speakers move, but it doesn't mean anything to me. Like,
Right.
it just is so confusing to me.
well, it's even more confusing. You can actually use headphones as a microphone.
Yeah, you can reverse them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like mics are speakers, and speakers can be mics.
Right.
They're the same thing.
Right.
It really confuses me.
Yeah, I know.
And like anyway, so the thing, the experiment was it was showing stuff about vinyl, kind of, where it was like this piece of plastic, and you taped it to a little plastic cup, and when you ran your finger along it, your fingernail, it would like hit different size notches at different places,
Okay.
and somehow it would create sound. And the one what they had it say was, because it was a little science experiment, went, science is fun. It just doesn't make sense to me though.
Yeah.
It's like I don't get it, and I like to try and understand things, but maybe someone hasn't explained it well enough to me. But I don't. I know the sound comes out of there, but I have no idea how. And I know it makes vibrations, but that still doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah. No, I'm in the same boat.
Mind blowing. It's so cool.
I mean,
Like, I understand more how a plane gets in the air than I do how this works.
That's hilarious. What fascinates me is they can make 4 channels, like quadraphonic sound. You ever heard of that?
No,
Yes.
you're blowing my mind more.
They were able to make 4-channel sound out of like a record. Like
What does it mean by 4-channel sound?
like this is 2-channel, left and right. They-
Oh, like left, right, back, and front. Oh, snap.
yeah, but they were able to do that, and you had a special receiver. On top, it was the same stuff, but it was the receiver that could decode it and actually
It's so
make
ridiculous.
it.
There's just so
yeah.
many notches in there. Like, it's so small. I don't get it.
Well, it's less than half. It's half the size of a human hair.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The groove, on average. It's fascinating. I know more as I continue to do the show, but I'm not an expert, and I couldn't explain it to you.
I understand so many things more than I understand that simple thing.
It doesn't make sense that variations in a piece of plastic can reproduce. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. Like,
It's crazy.
like digital makes more sense to me.
Yeah, that. But I still don't get how it comes out or how it gets recorded.
No, I am in your boat.
I understand how boats float more. I understand buoyancy more than I understand this.